Hello everybody on Newtonline, Jamie Power back for another video today, and today I want to talk to you guys about why don't I own 4K. Let's get on with it. So as the title of this video may say, why don't I own 4K? Well, I've never owned a 4K Blu-ray player prior to when Pete, my very dear friend Blu-ray Bullet Brit, bought me one for my birthday, it might have been Christmas. He bought me one and I was so overwhelmed by it, so excited, and I tried to give it back to him because it was too much, but he wouldn't have it because he's a sod, but a lovable sod. So I got it home, I set it up, I got some 4K films to test, some of the best on the market, like Rogue One, not Terminator 2, and a couple other ones like Power Rangers, etc. So I got it all set up, and before I get into my opinion of what I saw, maybe this is a reflection upon why. I have a soundbar, and it's a Bose soundbar, it's a good one. And why do I have a soundbar, not the full Curry's Warehouse testing section where you get to experience it in the shop at full pelt? The reason is I live in a flat, so I've got to be respectful to my neighbours. So yeah, I set it all up, and the TV I got is a Panasonic 4K 3D TV. That shows its age because it's 3D, they don't make 3D no more. The Blu-ray player that I do actually own, which I haven't mentioned, is a Panasonic 3D 4K upscale multi-regional Blu-ray player. I've had it for about 5 years, it's never let me down, and I love it to pieces, and the picture and sound on it is fantastic. So yeah, I got this all set up, I put the 4K player into that, got it connected to the 4K TV into the soundbar, and I pressed play on a film. Now, what did I think? Well, first of all, the thing that I noticed the most was the sound is too much for the soundbar. Soundbar can only do too much. It does about like 2.1 on average, and a lot of these 4Ks, they tend to be like 7.1, 8.1. You know, their sound is much more advanced compared to what I have. So that sounded over bassy, and you couldn't really hear the dialogue, and it was a bit shaky, and it kept vibrating. Oh. So that didn't work for me. Now the picture was definitely better, it was definitely clearer, less pixelation, and the colour levels and grading and depth, and it was all good, but it wasn't enough to warrant the price for me. Now you see 4Ks, they come out, for example this week, right? You've got The Fabelmans that came out on DVD, Blu-ray and 4K. The DVD is $9.99, the Blu-ray is $14.99, and the 4K is $24.99. Now if I was to buy all the 3 films this week I wanted to buy on 4K, which were Shazam, Fabelmans, and what was the other one? 65. I got it right, 65, not 64. That would cost me £75, but instead it cost me £45. You know, that's the thing. The price is quite a significant amount for me. I work full time, but I have a lot of bills like everybody else does in this world, so I only have a limited amount of funds I can have on films a month. Sometimes I trade films in that in my collection I don't watch anymore so I can buy new films. But on the whole, I have to be careful with my allowance because, you know, living crisis at the moment is pretty bad. So I don't see the warrant of spending an extra £10 for a film, especially when it sits on the shelf for a significant amount of time and I don't watch it over and over, because there's always something new to watch either at the cinema or on streaming. I don't get a chance to watch every single Blu-ray I buy as often as I can. Now I do actually I have a pile down here. What you don't realise is that when I'm filming these videos, you're sat on my bookshelf. My phone is on my bookshelf and I'm filming, but right down here I've got a whole section of films I need to watch. That's my shit. As it could be like films that have been sent me subscriber mail, or it could just be films I've bought that I haven't watched yet. So that's my shit, and it's not being disrespectful, by the way, calling it my shit. It's not shit. It's just what I call, you know, it's time for the shit that I bought, or it's time for the shit that I got. It's not shit. It's just what I call it. That's my shit, man. That sort of thing. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, I've got a pile of stuff I need to watch. So if I was to replace every single film in my collection on 4K, it would cost me so much money. I have so many films. It's why I don't do a collection video, because there's so many. it would just take me too long. And I work full time, like I said, and my days off consist of doing shop vlogs, and that takes up time as well. But I love doing it. You know, I'm not complaining. I love doing shop vlogs. It takes a lot of time, but I love doing it. It's just a lot of fun, and I get to talk about my love of movies and just, you know, put on a wig and have a bit of a laugh. That's all it's ever been. That's all it will be. But there we go. So yeah, 4K for me is the best you can get. There's no hands down about it. It is the best you can get for picture, sound and quality. It's just on my setup it doesn't look right, and I mean I've never had a 4K Blu-ray player, and I don't have one now. I do own some films on 4K. I recently made a joke on a stream saying don't tell the wife, and that's because it was a joke. It wasn't meant. My wife knows what I buy. I show her everything I get, and she walks past my collection every day on the other bookshelf. Yes, I have more than one bookshelf for films. And she walks past every single day and sees what I got. There's no lies. There's nothing like that. It's just what it is. But she also sees the stuff that I do like selling, etc. But she has no issue with what I do. It's my money. I can do whatever I want with it. You know, as long as I pay my bills, that's all that matters. So anyway. This became like half a rant, didn't it? But yeah, 4K, loads of people love it and they buy it, and I think great for them. I have no disrespect. It is the best you can get. It's just I had a few people question me, asking me about why don't I own 4K or buy 4K? Don't you own a 4K Blu-ray player? I said Pete got me one, but I gave it back to him because it didn't work right on my setup, and it wasn't multi-regional. So I have a lot of films from around the world, especially America, that are region A locked. They don't play on these players, these 4K players. So you probably can get a multi-regional 4K player now, but I ain't gonna upgrade now. I've got what I want, and it would just take forever and a bank loan to replace all these films. So that is why I don't collect 4K. I think it's the best you can get, but it's just, for me, not worth the price tag, and it doesn't work well on my system. That is all. That's it. So that is the answer to all the questions that people have been asking me, and I hope it clears a few things up. Right then, so thanks for watching this video. More videos coming soon. Please like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe, play safe. I love you, Blu-ray Bullet Brit. Hope you're getting well soon, my friend. My dear pillows. Oh, don't worry. I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.